We had one lady that said don't call her until her husband is dead. And she meant that shit. And then we didn't know in the beginning that she meant that shit until we actually seen that she meant that shit. That man had a cardiac arrest and they was able to save him. Of course, you know, you call, supposed to let the family know such and such is going on. When that motherfucker came back, she was pissed. Don't call me unless this motherfucker is dead. One of the CNAs was like, I don't mean to cry, but you know, what happened? She was like, honey, that motherfucker beat me for 30-some years for breakfast, lunch, and dinner because he thought I was cheating on him, and he was the one that had 2 outside families. 2, not 1, but 2. She was like, don't call me, call his kids. Call his kids, don't call me unless that motherfucker is dead. And we just sat there like, We had one lady used to come and visit her husband. She was still married to the man. He stroked out and everything. Dogged her out her whole fucking life. Got with her when she was young. That's why men say they want them a younger woman so they can take care of them when they get older. She popped his ass in here and moved on with her life. She was like, oh, honey, I still got life to live. Her boyfriend used to wait at the front for her. I'm just going to go in and just look at him real quick. Keep it up. Keep it up. Somebody said, well, where do they take the bodies? Where does the bodies go? The city got to come and pick them up. You ain't got no funeral services. The city got to come and get you. The city got to come and get you. See, y'all in this, oh, I want this shit right now. But yeah, keep it up. The way you go out, baby, we'll be talking about you. Just like I'm talking about them men right now. It's horrible. Horrible. Keep it up.
I know what to say, but my basic humanity uh, gives me pause. It gives me pause and whatnot. But like, I want to tell you that you are very unappealing and bitter, basic woman and shit. You're barely basic, okay? Yes, I'm talking about your looks because it has a lot to do with why you make these shitty ass videos, okay? Where you just live vicariously through other people's pain and misery and shit, and vicariously through the people, real or not, okay? So I dispute any story you tell based on your appearance and your demeanor and whatnot. You live vicariously from 2 points of view in your own negative stories that you like to tell on your page and whatnot. All right? Now, there's no. I've been around long enough, and I know I'm older than you. I've been around long enough to know when I see a lost cause, okay? You are a waste of space. You are a lost cause spiritually, okay? Because you have no spirit, okay? You can't admit that you're depressed and miserable, okay? You can't admit that. You can't look in the mirror and admit that what you see is not what most men dream about or masturbate to, okay? But you know it's true. And you hate yourself and you project a hatred on the other people, innocent people that have nothing to do with your pitiful life and shit, okay? You don't have any wherewithal to make any changes in yourself, mentally or otherwise and shit, to have a better quality of life and shit. So you get on social media and you make your rage bait videos and shit. Unfortunately, we're tired of listening to that bullshit and we're tired of tolerating your ass and shit. I would say normally just ignore you, but I take it as a higher calling to make this shitty ass commentary to tell you about yourself and shit. Okay? No one wants to fuck you. Okay? No one. Okay? Anybody that's doing that, you are the absolute last option. Okay? There's no talk of value. You know how they say that whole high value, low value thing? You don't come into the equation on either end of that discussion. Okay? All right? You've given up. You haven't decided if you want to be a woman or a man or whatever's in between and shit. So you're just in this limbo and you're mad. And you're projecting and shit and you can't heal. Right? You can't heal because you got your head up your ass. Right? You're living vicariously through other people instead of looking around at what you have in your life, which is little to nothing from what I can see. Right? I don't care how much money you have. Right? I don't care. I don't care if you pay for some dick and shit, okay? Because that's what you have to do. No one wants to fuck you. You know this, okay? And it makes you mad and shit. And then the people that are fucking you are low value, right? That talk comes in equation with anyone that would stick their penis inside you, no matter how proficient you are at having relations with someone and shit. I don't see anyone having a decent conversation with you. You're a bromance. You don't qualify for the friend zone, right? This sounds undeniably cruel, but based on your own fucking behavior, it is warranted, right? It's warranted. You're a miserable, assumed human being and shit. It may or may not be female. I don't know how you identify, and I don't think anyone cares if you were gay or straight or anything in between, any of the other colors of the flag and shit. Okay, you need to get over yourself. You have a receding hairline and shit, right? You look like one of my motherfucking cousins. I'm not too fond of that motherfucker. You look like him and shit. It's like it's him with a vagina. I assume you have a vagina down there. I don't want to find out. All right, I would feel bad if you were a member of the alternative community because I can't imagine the women that would sleep with you, even women that look kind of like you, don't want to fuck you. So here you are getting online trying to make people feel the way you do. And what do you get from that? Do you get a dopamine hit from spreading your hatred around? Is that what we're doing? You need to turn this shit off and sit your ass down and smell the roses and shit. Outcast said them roses smell like boo boo and shit. But I think it's your breath. Alright? I think it's your breath. Right? I don't know what you need to do. You know? Maybe you should get into a gym. And I'm not talking about just any old gym. Maybe you should go to like some kind of, gym for like boxing or fighting or something and punch something. You need to like hit a bag or something, or you know, wrestle around with an opponent and shit. Probably get your ass whooped and shit. All right, you need to do something. You need some physical activity. You need some kind of stimulus besides listening to whatever's between your ears. Okay, there's an echo chamber in there, and it's full of hatred. All right, that voice you hear, that's not a good thing and shit for you. Okay, you need to get yourself some activity. You need to find something to do with yourself. You start making these shitty ass videos, which are cope for you, right? Too much of something is a bad thing. I know, I know. We still do it anyway. A lot of us we overeat. We watch, adult movies to excess and shit. Play video games. Do substances and shit in excess because we're running away from something. We don't want to face it. All right, it's too much work and shit. A lot of us are kind of lazy, when it comes to emotional and mental health. Right? I'm not trying to be uplifting to you in any way and shit. It's a backhanded compliment. It's a backhanded counseling that you get for being an asshole. Okay? You deserve a two-piece for some of the videos that you post and shit that annoy the fuck out of people. And there's a lot of people out there that don't need to hear this, but they can't get away from it and shit. They're in the same situation as you. So the only thing they have as a comfort or like a surrogate human being is their fucking social media, their phones, and their laptops and shit. And there you are, with your receding hairline looking like, you know, look like a nigga. right? Look like a bro man and shit, you know, mad and shit because you know what you look like and shit, and you know that somebody hooking up with your ass is fucked up and shit. They hit rock bottom if they land next to your ass and shit, or you know whatever you however you do it and shit. And you look like the kind of motherfucker that you so lazy that you lay on your back and make them look at your fucked up face. And I pity the fool, to quote a great man and shit. I pity the fool that would associate themselves with you. Okay? You're unhealed. You're hurting. You need to get busy shutting the fuck up.
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3K's inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the black patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.